Welcome to TechSever. This video is intended for medical certifiers on death certificates. In this video, we will learn how to accurately complete cause of death data entry. Let's get started. After logging in, begin by clicking on the Death tab. This will take us to the Death module of TechSever. On this screen, select Functions and then click Medical Data Entry. To select the record you want to work on, click the Unresolved Work Queue filter. Select the record. This screen tells you that you have been designated to medically certify this record. If this is not your patient, you may reject the record. You must explain why you are rejecting the record. Click Accept to begin entering information. We will start with Medical Tab 1. Click Medical Tab 1 on the left side of the screen. First, we will verify that the decedent's name is correct. If a medical record number or a medical examiner's case number is available, enter those into their fields. Next, verify that your name, title, address, and license number are correct. Finally, verify that the date and time of death are accurate. When selecting time of death type, select between actual, presumed, and estimated times of death. If a decedent was found and the time of death is unknown, select Found On to indicate the date and time the body was found. Finally, click Save. Move on to Medical Tab 2. Medical Tab 2 is where we enter cause of death information and is extremely important. Please take your time on this screen as this data plays a significant role in public health. The cause of death is based on your best medical opinion. We begin with Cause of Death Part 1. In Box A, we will enter the immediate cause of death. This is the final disease or condition resulting in death. To the right of Box A, enter the approximate interval or onset to death. If the cause of death will take longer than 5 days to determine, enter pending. In Box B, we will enter what caused the condition in Box A. To the right of Box B, we will enter the approximate interval. In Box C, we will enter what caused the condition in Box B. To the right of Box C, enter the approximate interval. In Box D, we will enter what caused the condition in Box C. To the right of Box D, enter the approximate interval. In Cause of Death Part 2, enter any other significant conditions contributing to death but not resulting in the underlying causes given in Part 1. Do not enter terminal events such as cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, or ventricular fibrillation in Box A without explaining the conditions that led to those events in the following boxes. We will then enter autopsy information if applicable. Was an autopsy performed? If so, were the autopsy findings available to help determine the cause of death? Next, we move on to manner of death. Physicians can only certify if the manner of death is marked as natural. Any other manner of death must be certified by the Justice of the Peace or a medical examiner. If the cause of death will take longer than 5 days to determine, select Pending as the cause of death and enter Pending into Box A. Finally, we will answer 2 questions. Did tobacco use contribute to death? If the decedent is a female aged 10 to 54, was she pregnant in the last year? Be sure to carefully select the correct pregnancy option and do not select pregnant at time of death if the female was not pregnant. Finally, Medical Tab 3 asks us to provide information related to injuries or accidental deaths. If there is no injury information to report, select No, click Save, and move on. When finished, click Save. To certify the record, click Record, and then click Medical Certification. If you have trouble with your PIN, please see the video regarding PIN issues. You now know how to complete the medical portion of a death certificate.